Never say bad things about anyone. Say all the good, the path to positive communication and personal growth. In a world where words are exchanged faster than ever through social media, instant messaging, and conversations at work or with friends, the power of words has never been more important. Every word we say carries a weight of its own, whether constructive or destructive. Our choice of words can build bridges, strengthen relationships, or conversely, tear people down and create walls that are difficult to break down. One of the most powerful principles of communication is the idea of saying only good things about others while refraining from negativity. Never say bad things about anyone, but say all the good, is not only a moral compass but also a transformative philosophy of life. Adopting this approach requires conscious effort but has huge benefits for personal growth, emotional health, and cultivating positive relationships. In this article, we'll dive into why practicing positive speech is so important, how it affects us and those around us, and how to consciously develop this habit. The power of words. Before we dive into the main topic, it's important to recognize the inherent power of words. Words are more than just sounds or letters on a screen. They have the ability to uplift, heal, and inspire, or to hurt, demoralize, and divide. Every time we open our mouths to speak, we're exercising this power. Consider this: a kind word can change someone's bad day, while a harsh word can cause emotional damage that lasts for years. This is no exaggeration. There are countless studies and stories, from psychology to history, that demonstrate how words impact an individual's self-esteem, motivation, and overall mental health. The destructive nature of negative speech. Before we focus on the positive, it's important to understand why speaking negatively about others is harmful, not just to them, but to the speaker as well. 1. Damage to relationships. When we speak ill of others, we undermine trust and erode the foundation of relationships. Gossip, slander, and insults create a toxic environment that makes people feel unsafe. Even if what we say is based on some truth, negativity breeds resentment and destroys respectful relationships. 2. Perception of the speaker. When we constantly criticize or speak negatively about others, it reflects poorly on us. People begin to associate negativity with our character. A person who is constantly critical often finds themselves isolated, as others see them as toxic or untrustworthy. 3. The boomerang effect. Negative words often come back to haunt us. The words we say about others tend to spread to the very people we criticize. This creates an endless negative loop, leading to misunderstandings, broken relationships, and social tension. 4. Mental and emotional damage. Constantly thinking and saying negative thoughts about others also affects the mental and emotional state of the speaker. Negative words feed negative thoughts, which can lead to feelings of frustration, anger, or even bitterness. Studies show that holding grudges or focusing on negative traits in others can increase stress levels and reduce overall happiness. Why only say nice things? If negative words are so harmful, the opposite is also true. Speaking positively about others has many benefits that improve both your life and the lives of those around you. 1. Improves relationships and builds trust. When you consciously choose to highlight the good in others, you create an atmosphere of trust and openness. People are naturally drawn to people who radiate positivity. You feel safe around someone who speaks well of others because you know they won't turn around and talk badly about you behind your back. When others know that you don't say bad things about anyone, they see you as a person of integrity, which strengthens friendships, romantic relationships, and even professional relationships. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful connection, and positive communication is essential to cultivating that trust. 2. Promotes personal growth. Speaking only positive things about others forces you to change your perspective. Instead of focusing on people's shortcomings, you begin to see their strengths, talents, and positive qualities. This doesn't mean ignoring flaws, but choosing to see the whole picture of a person's character. When you engage in change, this mindset will impact your own growth. By regularly looking for the good in others, you will become more empathetic, patient, and tolerant. Over time, these qualities will not only improve your relationships, but also enhance your own sense of self-worth and fulfillment. 3. Promote a positive environment. The energy we bring into the world is not ours. a negative speaker often dampens the mood of a conversation or space. On the other hand, a person who actively seeks and shares positive things will create an uplifting and supportive environment. A positive environment encourages collaboration, creativity, and happiness. Whether at work, in your personal life, or online, the energy we emit tends to be reciprocated. When you say nice things about others, you create a respectful, kind, and encouraging tone that can inspire others to follow suit. 4. Boost your emotional health. It's often said that you are what you think, but it's equally true that you are what you say. When we fill our conversations with positive affirmations and focus on the good qualities of others, we nurture our own emotional health. Research shows that practicing gratitude, which is closely linked to speaking well of others, increases happiness and reduces symptoms of depression. When we focus on the positive, we cultivate a mindset that is naturally more resilient and cheerful. This approach not only affects our external relationships, but also has a profound effect on our internal world. 5. Boost your reputation. People who are known for speaking well of others often garner admiration and respect. You become someone others want to confide in, work with, or seek advice from. Your reputation is tied to fairness, kindness, and wisdom. The old adage, people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel, is true here. People remember how your words made them feel valued, uplifted, and recognized. How to develop a habit of positive speaking. Like any habit, practicing refraining from negative speech and focusing on positive words takes time and intentional effort. Here are some practical steps to help you develop this life-enhancing skill. 1. Pause before you speak. Before you say anything, especially in emotionally charged situations, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, will this comment help or hurt the person I am speaking to? Is there a more constructive way to express my thoughts? Pausing allows you to evaluate whether your words are worth sharing. 2. Practice gratitude toward others. Make a habit of openly expressing gratitude toward others. Whether in a meeting, a casual conversation, or even in a text message, regularly point out what you appreciate about others. It could be their work ethic, a particular talent, their kindness, or their ability to make others laugh. The more you practice speaking kindly, the easier it becomes. 3. Pay attention to your own words. The way you talk to yourself affects the way you talk about others. If you criticize yourself harshly, you are more likely to pass that negativity on to others. Be kinder and more understanding of yourself, and you will find it easier to extend that kindness to those around you. 4. Shift the focus from flaws to strengths. Everyone has flaws, but they also have strengths. When you find yourself focusing on someone's negative qualities, try to think about their strengths instead. Over time, this habit will become second nature, and you will naturally see the good in others first. 5. Look for the big picture. Often, the things that trigger negative speech are small annoyances or misunderstandings. Before you say something bad about someone, take a step back and consider the big picture. Are you upset about a mistake, or is there a pattern of behavior that is troubling you? Even if someone has wronged you, there are ways to communicate without resorting to negativity. 6. Embrace empathy. Empathy is the foundation of positive, compassionate communication. By putting yourself in someone else's shoes, you will begin to understand why they act the way they do. This understanding can change your perspective and make it easier to refrain from judging or criticizing. The transformative power of positive speech. Never say a bad word about anyone, but always say good things is more than just a moral principle. It's a way of life that can dramatically improve your relationships, your self-esteem, personal and emotional health. By focusing on the good in others, we not only lift up those around us, but we also lift up ourselves. Words have the power to change lives, including our own. Every time you choose to speak well of someone, you are helping to create a culture of kindness, understanding, and empathy, a culture our world desperately needs. Positive communication isn't always easy, but it's worth the effort. It brings peace of mind, strengthens our relationships, and helps us become better people. Thank you for watching our videos. It is a source of motivation to help us share more good videos about life values. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos.